Welcome to match one. This is Old Man Poole. We have not a super exciting hand here. We do have a Winged Shepherd Plains and a 2-drop. We're gonna get to draw 3 cards before we have to. My opponent's also going first. 3 cards before we have to find the second source. If we don't find blue, we're in a little bit of trouble, but then we could go 2-drop, 3-drop. I think this hand is a keep. It's pretty marginal, but yeah. I mean, part of the reason you play 16 lands when you have this many cyclers is because you do get hands like this where you can cycle away the Winged Shepherd and it kind of fixes the draws. I think I'm going to keep. We'll see if that ends up being disastrous for us. Yeah. Well, with Fanbearer in mind, I kind of like playing that first, actually. It keeps us off Watchers of the Dead if we don't draw a land next turn. But we do have a Fanbearer in play then. Yeah, I think I'm going to play this. I could see an argument for cycling there to make sure we hit our second land drop, but if we hit it naturally, this is better. Nice. Rewarded. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get any crazy value off that. We could play... I think we want to play Watchers of the Dead over Secret of Insight. Or I guess we have Crop Skirmisher too. I guess maybe trading Crop Skirmisher is our best option. Sure, let's do something like that. Initiate's Companion, huh? Cartouche of Solidarity. Alright. Well, sounds like it's going to be good here. We do have a Fanbearer we can use to tap things down, but that's pretty fast speed down. Okay. Untaps. Oh, it doesn't play anything though. Okay. Well, that was a really good draw, actually. We'll just go ahead and compulsory rest that. Yeah. And opponent got in for some damage. We get kind of a 2-for-1 though. I guess we probably want to leave both back on the off chance he's playing another Cartouche. His deck seems kind of aggressive. He's playing Initiate. Cartouche didn't hit another land drop. We could get in with the Fanbearer for 1, but if he attacks back with the Warrior, I'm not real wild about trading 1 for 1, so... Alright, let's see if he sacrifices here end step. Nope. Okay. So he has some plan for this, maybe. Trial of Strength, okay. So yeah, my opponent's deck looks fast, or at least he's had a fast draw here. So I think I like cycling the Winged Shepherd, because if we hit a land, we can play a 2-drop, rather than doing the Floodwaters. If we don't hit a land, we lose a little bit of value, but if we hit a land, it's better. Nope, alright. Whale, we'll just go ahead and pass. This is definitely a danger of keeping the hand that we did, but I think it's correct most of the time. Yeah, I'll block for sure. He's got some sort of trick here, I think that's fine. Alright. Spearmaster, okay. We can just keep compulsory resting things, I guess. You can play Secret of Insight and intend to double block the Spearmaster, although if he has any combat trick, we're super blown out. I think we just maybe need to stay alive. Although I feel like he's got to be playing other stuff that's going to be problematic. So if we just keep compulsory resting things, maybe a little bit rough. He's got to be playing combat tricks in this deck, though. We just can't afford to play that. We just take 4. Yeah, it's not that bad. Let's play a Seeker. And next turn we can play like a compulsory rest and loot Yeah, really would like to hit some more lands, but we haven't been cycling aggressively too, so. Evolving Wilds, searching for just white, okay. Yeah. That's fine, we will take it. Another Spearmaster, okay. Alright, well, we're gonna do it now, I think. It even kind of looks like him, right? That's probably just me being racist. Alright, let's draw a card, discard a card. Try and find that land. Well, sometimes you don't get there, I guess. So you want to pitch Floodwaters or the Aven Initiate for value? I think the... I don't know if we're ever going to get 6 mana in this game is the problem. Yeah, I think I'm going to pitch Floodwaters. Still no land. So, we've gotten a little bit unlucky with that now, but... Cycling, okay. That's a good sign for us. Gain 2 life, okay. Nice. I love me land. So Rhet-Crop Spearmaster still is not fantastic. On the other hand, next turn we can play the Cartouche of Knowledge on it and start getting in the air. He gets in for 4. Every other turn we get in for 4 every turn. Seems like a reasonable race. It's more effective than playing like a Watchers or something like that. Let's swing with our Fanbearer. Might as well get in for a little bit of damage if we can. And I'll play our Spearmaster of our own. Okay. So opponent's still got a good number of cards. Yeah, that's fine. Rip my life total. On-crop champion. Alright. It's pretty big. Alright, I did find a land. I don't know if we can afford to play the trial first and then the Cartouche. I think we need to play the Cartouche now. I guess we could Fanbearer the champion, get in with the Spearmaster, play Watchers of the Dead. Right now it's just a 4/4 for 4, but that is pretty big. Is tapping it down necessary? It might be. We're getting pretty close to being dead. We play a Cartouche of Knowledge on the Spearmaster and plan on trading and Watchers. Play just a Trial of Knowledge. Or we can Fanbearer. So let's see, if we Fanbearer it down and play Watchers, in the next turn, he's got a couple of effects. We can double block this with Watchers the Dead and Seeker. Maybe I should have done that a while ago. I thought maybe we could play around a combat trick, maybe we couldn't have. I think we just try and trade. We lose some value from the trial, unfortunately, but... You just get in for 4 here and tap down the champion. Maybe that's okay. Fanbearer. We can offer to like triple block. He's got +2/+2. We lose 3 things. any combat trick's really bad for us in that case. I think I'll keep the Spearmaster back for now and play the Watchers. Okay. And there were a lot of options there. I'm not sure that was our correct play. That is the play we made. Okay. 2 stinging shots. So that card's definitely gonna be good against us. I'll have to keep that in mind in the next games. Kind of figure you never play 2, but sometimes you do, I guess. Compulsory rest. Okay. That makes me think he doesn't have a combat trick, actually, which is worth considering. He gets in for 4 here. Not the best, but that's okay. Interesting. Exerted? Why? I guess he wants that as defender? Don't think that matters. Or not swinging. Huh. That seems like a mistake. There's another Cartouche. So he can play Cartouche and then tap down his Spearmaster. Cartouche lets us maybe draw a land. Yeah. Lands are not what we hope for. That's alright. Yeah. I guess actually 1 life for 3 life probably isn't a good trade for us. Alright, well we've definitely been tight on lands this game. We're not dead, but my opponent doesn't need tons to get there. Sacred God, okay. I like that you're playing Sacred God. Wavering Initiate, alright. That is a land. So you can play Fanbear and even Initiate, or we can play a Spearmaster and tap something. And we just do not have a whole lot of big butts in this deck, do we? We use the Fanbear to tap down my opponent's champion. Double block the Spearmaster, take 4 still. I think we just need bodies on the board, in which case we should be playing Fanbear and the Initiate. Oh, except then we can't tap. Ugh, too many things. I should have done the 3 then, probably. Yeah, you sack and gain 2 then. Yeah, tap and then sack to gain some life. I assume everything's coming in. Exerts. So I don't think we can afford to play around anything. Let's see. If we double block there, we take 5, but the Spearmaster's gone. We block like that, and take 5 as well. But we lose. Yeah. Spearmaster is exerted, so I guess maybe we keep waiting, because this maybe represents less immediate damage. Maybe we like trade there. Block there. Sack that. Alright, I think that's probably best. We go to 1. He has the option to bring back the Initiate if he wants. Probably the right play. Yeah, okay. And we can tap. Yeah, we are dead. We've got 2 things you can only drop. One more blocker. Oh, well, no. I guess we're not. Because we can go tap, tap. No, because this needs all of our mana to do it. Tap, tap. So, block, tap, block. Yeah, I guess we're not dead. Still very, very close. Again, it doesn't take much for us to lose here. That's been the case the whole game. He doesn't have a combat trickery, he would have used it last turn, assuredly. That's fine. Rhet-Crop lead. Ooh, okay. Oh man, I think we need to draw land there. And actually we maybe needed to do even more. Because right now, again, 4 attackers can only block 3 things. Yeah, if we drawn a land, we could have played 2 Spearmasters. Tapped and tapped, chumped and killed, or I guess traded. Alright, well, he got us there. We were definitely a little bit constricted on mana. I think we just were never able to quite return from that. I do think keeping that hand was reasonable, but it did cost us that game. Okay. Decision paralysis. Ancient crap for sure, though. It's better than all of our various Spearmasters. Winds of Rebuke for sure is coming in. Slitherblade. Couple of Illuminations. Maybe cut one more Spearmaster if we've got that in the deck. Alright, I kind of like something like that, I think. Okay, let's ship it back. And maybe we'll be a little bit more successful this time. We would like to play first. We need to play a little bit fast. This hand is fine. We will keep it. A little bit slow, but not the end of the world. I think that I do cycle the Shepherd here. If nothing else, I need to find things a little bit earlier. Okay. Cartouche isn't necessarily an early draw, but we would have drawn that this turn, so. Another Cartouche. Okay. Well, no one beats Super Crab. It's been a long time since he's been in play, but that's how you know all of my original viewers. You saw like the first 3 drafts of Amonkhet. You see Super Crab. I think we're gonna play the Eve Initiate next turn. I was gonna consider playing the Spearmaster here and then putting the Cartouche on, going to town, but we're just gonna play Eve Initiate. We'll just play the Crab now. Crab often, I think, is not the best, but actually looked pretty good against my opponent's deck. He has a lot of 4-power attackers. Didn't see any Gust Walkers. Sting Shot. Cool, maybe my opponent's tight on lands here. If he's cycling that away, that's good too, because our hand's pretty weak to it. Alright, Eve Initiate time. If you got Sting Shot, go for it. It's fortunate that Sting Shot doesn't kill something with Cartouche until... Oh, okay. Until a little bit later. Like... What did I mean by that? If you play the Cartouche on a creature, you can't use Sting Shot to kill in response, so you still always get a draw out of it. And I guess you'll go down one mana, but it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, that was a good draw, because I want to play both of these. So I want to use the Rhet-Crop Smasher to block the Bitterblade Warrior. See? We can beat our opponent if he's mana screwed. I don't know how we fare in a fair game, but next turn with a couple of cartouches, we actually potentially swing for a lot. Swing for 10 if we want to. I guess 11 if we exert it, although that's crazy talk. Sing shot, okay. Perfectly fine. I'd rather him kill off that than the enchanted Spearmaster, I think. Okay, yeah, we'll block. Huh, seems like a bad attack by my opponent. Maybe he just wanted to do something. Let's play our Cartouche. Draw a card. Fanbearer. I think I'm going to play the Spearmaster over the Fanbearer. I think it's more likely we get to stick that in. Just at a random part in the curve. And at least right now, we don't really need the tap effect. It's a good draw, don't get me wrong, but... Alright, opponent's still stuck on 2. Oh, found his 3rd. Okay. Ooh, so here I do actually like kind of trying to take the advantage. So we'll play a Trial of Knowledge, then a Cartouche afterwards. What do we want to discard here? Kind of like playing the Cartouche so we can get in for 8, and my opponent's just dead in the next turn. We'll have Floodwaters available. I think we pitch the Aven Initiate, well, or Fanbearer. Aven Initiate, I guess, has Embalm. Let's get rid of that. And play the land. Check another Spearmaster. Like, right, the Valkyries should be playing or something. So this is nice because even if he has a way to answer one of them, he's still dead to the other. Well, we had a pretty fantastic draw that game to make up for our pretty mediocre one next game, or last game. But, I mean, neither side could draw lands, and that's how each game's ended so far. Don't think I'm changing anything. My opponent does get to be on the attack this time, which is a little bit rough, but yeah. Alright. Let's hope for some good luck. Yeah, you should be playing every stinging shot he has, though, which is at least 2. A very powerful, very effective removal spell. One plays first. Ah, man, got a mulligan. Feels bad, man. Ugh. Guess we keep this. We have Winged Shepherd Plains, Scry, a couple of draws. He's going first. Guess we have to put that on bottom. Even that's one of our better cards. Ugh. Rough. Oh, okay, well, that's good. I'm gonna play the Fanbearer first. Okay, Bitterblade Warrior is pretty reasonable. Play a Cartouche of Knowledge to trade, that doesn't seem great. I think at the end of the turn I'm gonna cycle and hope to find blue so we can play our crab. Or I guess a Spearmaster to interact with the warrior. I assume he just swings regular here. Yeah. Fine by me. Nice. So we're finding lands at least this time. I guess we get him Fanbearer while we can. life may end up being an important thing here. So it's likely he's got at least one stinging shot, so I'm not sure if we want to jeopardize the Spearmaster with the Cartouche. We may just want to play it on like Ancient Crab or something, since it doesn't straight up kill the Ancient Crab. If that's the case, I think we want to just block here. I don't know if we're on the beat down here. Crocodile the Crossing. Interesting. Played second main. I guess you could have put the -1 on the Bitter Blade though. Weird. Alright, well blue would have been ideal there. But we can play Compulsory Rest and then cycle the Winged Shepherd. I think we'll cycle Shepherd first actually. Because if we find blue, I think I'd rather play the Crab. Okay, yeah, found a land even if it's not blue. Yeah, let's get rid of him for now. And swing with the Fanbearer. Fanbearer Assault OP. Something big, Colossal Bead. Okay. Still no Crab, unfortunately. I guess we're gonna Cartouche of Knowledge. Was a little bit bad. Definitely sets it up to be Stinging Shot. Okay, nice. In that case, we can tap down his Colossipede. We could play a second Cartouche. But I kind of want to put it on the Crab, too. I think we're just gonna plan on tapping down the Fan. Or tapping down the Colossipede. If he wants to use Stinging Shot. That's certainly not a bad play, but... Oh, 3. Better grass. Well, alright then. Trade Spider Grasp for 9 damage, or 7 damage. Seems legit. Interesting, it feels like Spider Grasp is pretty good against this. My opponent just wants again for damage. Maybe not terrible. Okay. So you can play the Ancient Crab and keep up Fanbearer, I guess. Probably the play. Or you can play the Spearmaster and then tap down with Fanbearer. Maybe that's better, and we can start getting in with the Spearmaster if we put it on the Cartouche. I think if he had the Stinging Shot, he'd use it. I guess it costs 1 though. He could use it second main. I guess if he does that, we could like Winds of Rebuke my opponent. Which is not the worst. I guess we want to play the Spearmaster, I think. Alright, if he's got it. Nope, he doesn't. Sure, we'll tap it down. Got another Spidery Grasp? That would be impressive. Nothing. Sacred Cat, okay. And Gideon's Intervention. Interesting. Yeah, get rid of the Spearmaster. I would assume that's the play. Yeah, okay. She did not like getting beaten down by the Cartouches. It's kind of funny. That was the play, so. So I guess we play... Rental damage will be dealt to you and permanents you control by source with the chosen name. I guess we play Crab, and then Fanbearer. My opponent's out of cards. That is funny. I think we have 3 Spearmasters in the deck. We've already got rid of one of them, so... Not the end of the world. But that is kind of funny. It's not bad about us. Okay. Tap down the Colossopede. I really wish I could just take this Cartouche off. We needed the card at the time, but now it's just a liability. Alright, well, let's play our Even Initiate. And we'll keep up Winds of Rebuke. Well, actually, use Fanbearer probably, but Winds of Rebuke is also up. That's funny. He's just blanked. Alright, I just have to think of him as pacified. AV Initiate does win games, though, for sure. Cartouche. Okay. Interesting. That actually doesn't do too much. It kind of makes two reasonably sized threats, I guess. Yeah, it still doesn't attack past the crab very effectively. Huh. I guess just playing it to play it. Well, we could play the Cartouche and just hope to get something, but I think we just wait. We're in a pretty reasonable state right now. Winds may potentially be pretty good against the Unwavering Initiate at some point, if he has to attack and use like a combat trick or something. It's pretty good pretty fast. Interesting, just coming in with everything. So we'll do something like that. Okay, and nothing. One gains a couple of life, does a couple of life. Aureolar, okay. We're in a little bit of trouble now. Not terribly, but a little bit. Drake is great. Okay, let's get in with our Even Initiate here. I'm gonna play Shimmer Scale Drake. And then tap something down with Fanbearer. We're running out of time, which we always have to be careful about. Okay. We'll go ahead and block the Warrior, since he can bring back the Sacred Cat anyway. Like this, probably. Ooh, okay. Reasonable. So here I think we need to play the Cartouche and try and find something. It's not the best target for it, but we need to just find a few more threats, I think. Compulsory Rest, it's a pretty good one too. Let's just get rid of the Colossopede, I guess. Okay. Damage is still more important. My opponent's kind of getting a bleed on, but that's alright. We have a lot of draws here. Nice, that's a very good one. Ooh, that's not Cycleless. Let's cast it. Cool, Even Initiate is what the doctor ordered. I guess we can't play it quite yet though, because we still want to use Fanbearer. But that'll be good next turn for sure. Alright, and we'll tap down Fanbearer again. Ancient Crab doing serious work here. Super Crab, as always. Okay. I kind of like just playing Even Initiate here. And still keeping everything up. I guess we want to play the Plains. Alright, we'll crack in for 3 again. And tap down. Keeping up Winds of Rebuke, because if he ever gets a stinging shot at this point, it's probably worth using. Okay, Spearmaster. It's a pretty reasonable draw. He has not found any of them. Okay. Nothing. Okay, play a Trial of Knowledge here. Yeah, I guess I should have kept a land actually to discard to the trial, which I should have considered. Here, let's pitch Island. Play the Watchers of the Dead and get in. My opponent's getting pretty close to dead. Have the Winds of Rebuke. If necessary. And a late claim as well next turn. I feel like we're doing pretty solid. Compulsory rest. Okay. Okay, so actually we have to be a little bit careful here. So we can use 2 to tap down, then he swings for all of this. We chump block, take 5. Or we can play it a little bit safer. He does have 1 card in hand and go like block, block, take 4 with Winds of Rebuke up. It's probably safer because we do have the 2 initiates, which should get him dead next turn, even through the Sacred Cat. So I'm actually not going to tap anything down. Okay. Okay. I think this is the critical turn. Let's block like that. Like that. He has to have something here. Cool. And we should have him. Stinging Strahd is obviously really good, but woo! Alright, we got there. That was a tight game, both on life totals and on land. But I think that was a very reasonable, like, final match. Hey Derpy Slurpy, I'm sorry I haven't responded. It's been a little while. But I was really tight on that game. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching everybody. That was, I think, pretty good play from us, but very, very tight. Gideon's intervention was surprisingly effective. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for match 2 shortly.